adventures in bug pinning. Alright, so for this project, I decided it was finally time to repair something that was destroyed during our move from Texas. These guys are kind of special to me since they're all good memories from visiting the Dallas Zoo and their nature exchange. Obviously, some of them have more damage than others, and the bottom is littered with bug parts. So today, I'll be using super glue, some tweezers, a Q-tip, and a toothpick. And here's our first patient. But first, my dad had an idea to put Q-tips on the ends of the tweezers so it would be gentler on the fragile bug pieces. And actually, I had a lot of trouble using this contraption. In the end, I decided to just use my hands. Here you can see where the leg needs to go. Obviously, since this is my first patient, I'm going to have some trouble. It's kind of my first time repairing bugs. I actually found an entomology forum for bug collecting all about what type of glue to use. Some said Elmer's glue, one said nail polish, but in the end I decided super glue would be the best. But yeah, this fellow actually isn't from the Dallas Zoo. Texas had a lot of cicadas, so most of the cicadas in the box are ones I found myself. I miss that sound in the summer. After a lot of struggle with this little leg, finally I get in the position I want. So now we just wait. I don't know how long I was supposed to wait, so I gave it about 30 minutes, which seemed to work out. And there we go, first bug done. Now on to the next. It's kind of hard to tell what this guy is because he lost his abdomen, but it's a blue dragonfly. Honestly, I probably found this guy on my own as well. I was actually really surprised to find that the super glue held stuff in place really nicely. I didn't need to hold it there for 30 minutes or anything. After more waiting, seems like it's stuck pretty good. Okay, now this guy I'm pretty sure is from the Dallas Zoo. It's another dragonfly. This time it was easier to attach the abdomen. I thought I would take this time to explain the nature exchange. The Dallas Zoo had this little building filled with different objects from nature like rocks, some bones, and of course, bugs. The way you could get these items was to bring in a nature object of your own and have the employees there explain what it was that you brought in. Now, you could actually keep what you brought in, but then you wouldn't get any points. But I was always there for the points and the bugs. It was always a highlight of the Dallas Zoo trip. Anyway, whoop, I think I got worried that there wasn't enough super glue. So here we go again. but now it seems done. Next up, we have a wasp or hornet. I'm pretty sure it's a wasp. His abdomen was actually slippery somehow because of all the little hairs, and I kept fretting over the position of the abdomen, but eventually I stopped messing with it, and it turned out pretty good. Next fella is an ant. Her abdomen was really crunchy and it felt very fragile, so I was a little worried my strong feminine hands would smush it. But these bugs are actually really sturdy, so that's good. Okay, get ready for the next one. Might make you squirm, 'cause it's a cockroach. Actually, just its antenna fell off, but again, I keep fussing over its positioning. Just leave it alone. It looks fine. There we go. See? Looks great. Oh my god, seriously. I just won't stop. Okay, there. Now let's move on before I start worrying about it again. This is my last patient and one of my favorites. It's a unicorn praying mantis. I know, sounds amazing. She is amazing. Okay, now one of these guys I just decided was beyond repair, and it's the big moth. So I decided to take her outside and put her with the compost. I honestly thought about burying her, which I kind of wish I had time for, but I didn't. We are almost done. I just need to pin all the bugs I found while my bug collection was still in disarray. I bought some nice new pins just for the occasion, as well as reusing some leftover pins that were still in the box. Here they all are. I'm a little nervous that as soon as I try to pin them, they'll fall to pieces. First guy is a dragonfly, so I refer to my original dragonflies for the positioning of the pin. Same goes for the cicadas. I actually found it really interesting that the cicadas from Texas are a lighter green, and the cicadas from Massachusetts are a black and brown color. I didn't notice it until I pinned them in the box, but I just thought it was really interesting that they were so different from each other, and yet I didn't notice until I put them together. Now for the horsefly thing. Still not sure what this is. It's really beautiful though. Anyway, we're going to use these fancy pins. They're supposed to be the best. Now, onto the wasp. Or whatever this is. Man, I wish I was a real entomologist. Okay, now this guy fell apart immediately. Honestly, I wasn't too surprised, a little disappointed, but at least he wasn't anything especially pretty. Okay, this one isn't a bug, but a mummified gecko that I think died during the move. I thought he was neat, so I kept him. He was actually hard to get the pin into, not as fragile as I thought he would be. Now, a little housefly. And a yellow jacket that died in the house, I think, last week. The other ones are too small for these pins, so I guess I'll have to order smaller ones. But that's it. That's everyone. Now I just need to wait for my mothballs to arrive. The mothballs are used in order to protect my bug collection from carpenter beetle larvae and other such little monsters that like to eat bug collections. I looked at the bug forum and they said that the best thing to do was to order mothballs and put them at the bottom of the case. So that's what I'm going to do. I can't wait to have these guys hung up in my room. It's been so long. And I think that's it.